this quite a while ago, but recently did an update to them, make them more user-friendly. The patterns did have a border around the outside of them. I removed that, and if you needed to use them for a larger space, you could duplicate the pattern and just use it like this. You put it together and use it that way. But I don't need to do that today. To use the distress pattern in Silhouette Studio, I've got a wine glass here. I'm going to change the color of that wine glass. So I've got my wine glass, a distress pattern, and I'll need this pattern to be on top of the wine glass in order to get the effect that I'm going for. So you can right click and click bring to front. So now you can see the pattern is on top of the wine glass, and you'll want to scale it, just play around with it, scale it to whatever, your taste, whatever you think looks best. So
you'll want to be careful, like you see that piece right there?
If you use it like that, it's going to actually cut your wine glass in two. When you've got smaller areas, it'll cut it in two. You might want to kind of watch for those and avoid little things like that. I actually like this. So what I'm going to do, select all of it, and then click subtract all. And sometimes it might take a minute depending on your system. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to move this out of the way just to make sure that it did what I needed it to do, and I see that it did, so I can delete that. And here is my finished design. And at this point you can send it to print and cut it, whatever it is that you intended to use it for, but you're finished with the distress pattern and you're good to go. Let's go over to Cricut Design Space and I'll show you how to use it over there. So once again, here's my pattern, here's my wine glass. Let's change the color. That's a pretty blue. Okay, so my wine glass is in front of the pattern and I need to get my pattern in front of my wine glass. So right click, send to front, and again, you can scale it large, small, whatever it's up to you. I'm going to duplicate the pattern and move it over a little bit. Okay, so now I've made the pattern larger, and this was the purpose of removing the outside border, so that you could make it larger without having the border interfere with that. Twist it and line it up. Kind of want it small. And again, watch out for these little pieces because you don't want it to slice your design in two, but I kind of like that. Okay, so we'll want to select the pattern first, both copies, and click weld. Then we'll want to select both and slice. Okay, so that's done. So there's one, two, and the last, and then here is your final result. So you can, sorry y'all, you can go ahead and send that to cut or print, whatever it is that you were gonna do with it, and that can be deleted because we don't need it anymore. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon.